Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a situationship. For a small portion of you, this could be someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there. There is a lot of intense chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. Wow. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. A very intense reading here, Capricorn. It's interesting. You have a lot of sexual energy with this person, both of you, and there has been some rough times here. We have here relationship followed by sensuality, healing, synthesis, awakening, illness, wellness, abundance, sexuality. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have shape shifting. All right. So I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, the connection that I have with you, for me, is very strong. I think about this relationship. I think about it a lot. And I feel that in this connection, there is a spiritual bond. You have a way of teaching me what family is, what love is, what relationships are like. I see the way you are with others, and I like what I see. I want to be a part of that. Many moons, many nights have gone by where I've just stayed awake, lying awake in bed, thinking of what it would be like to be in a relationship with you long term. I see how others are with you, and I like what I see. But it's difficult because of the way this connection has turned out. There's a lot of misunderstandings. And even though I have behaved in a completely different way, not the way that you had thought, not the way that I should have, I do feel that it's time for me to reach out at some point. But I just don't know how. I do feel that you are someone who's very sensual. You have this seductive quality where you're just there. You are just being yourself, and yet you don't even know you have the ability and the power to seduce without even trying. I love the way you walk, your personality, your charm, your charisma, your talents. Everything about you is sensual, and it's difficult for me not to think about you. And now, after this passion that I have felt for you, I realize that it's time for me to heal. Because in this connection, things were not the same. There was not an equal give and take. I was just taking, and you just kept giving. I have taken a step back, Capricorn, wanting to see why I did the things that I did. Why have I behaved in this way? Why am I like this? I also feel that in this connection, that so many things have happened between us. And I never really saw things from your perspective. I see things now differently. I have forced myself into isolation, into loneliness. I forced myself into this. And the more I immerse myself, the more I realize that I was wrong. I now need time to take a step back and see this from a different angle. I have isolated myself so that I could be a hermit. Detach myself from the everyday world to regain balance, to understand the point of view better, but only by detaching myself, being separate from the rest. And this means being a hermit, not truly talking to you, not talking to anyone, but having the sense of introspection and contemplation, wanting to know why I do the things that I do. Why did I do that? How can I make things better? I also feel that in this connection, there is this need to have synthesis, to be someone who can see it all, to have a better plan for the future. Once upon a time, things were nice. They were going great. There was a lot of peace and harmony. But now things have changed. Now there is a lack of peace, a lack of harmony. And I want to restore it. I want to talk to you and tell you certain things. And there's certain things that I've hidden deep in the shadows of this thick, dark forest. I want to come out and I want to tell you what it is that's in my heart, that's in my mind. I'm finally starting to see things from your perspective. Before I did not, before I could not. But now I'm seeing things from your lens. I have put myself into your shoes. And now I see what it is that you felt, that this connection was all along. I never saw it that way. Capricorn, I'm wanting to understand what it is that was in your mind, what was in your heart. And the more and more I comprehend what you were feeling, what you were thinking, the more it makes me feel sad and depressed and lonely. Because even though I gave you a certain part of me, physically or energetically, I feel that the rest of me just can't be with you. And that is because I'm being weighed down, I'm being pulled down below the surface of this water. There are certain things that I should have said, I should have done, but that never happened. Everything that I am, everything that has happened over time, burdens, restrictions, constraints, responsibilities, have weighed me down below the surface of this water. And this water I am in. I am unable to release myself from those burdens and to be with you, that shining sun. You are the sun for me. You are brilliant. You bring me hope. You bring me life. But right now I feel hopeless. There's a part of me on the inside that feels that maybe nothing will work out. It was and it is not meant to be. And this is why I keep my distance. Because there are things that are haunting me. There are things that I have not told you about. And these things weigh me down. They keep me separate from you. They hold me back. And I understand that being settled, having money, having that abundance is very important. But I'm also trying to understand why I did the things that I did. In terms of money, security, materialistic pleasures, having resources, building assets together. All of this, I am thinking now, how we could have been and how we can still be a power couple, but this has been something that's on my mind as well. I don't have what it takes to be with you. I feel I'm not good enough. I feel I am unworthy. I also feel that it's extremely difficult for me to separate the way I feel, who I want to be, from someone like you. I see you as sometimes, as bad as it sounds, but as an object. I have seen you like this before. And this is who I was. This is how my mind thought. I have not seen anything otherwise. I have not experienced anything otherwise. Sensuality, sexuality, everything that has to do with the flesh, the passion, the lust that I have felt, it has been very intense. And it has been for you. I obsess over your naked body. I think about you a lot, and I fantasize about you a lot. Especially when I'm alone, in bed, quietly thinking about you. I do fantasize about you. And the problem is, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, now I feel there's a bond between you and I. Something happens and I always end up thinking about you. It is very difficult for me to stay away from this, to keep away from this. I find it very difficult to be that person. I don't know how other people do it. I don't know how to do it myself. But I do know that in this connection, things need to change. They can no longer stay the same. No matter what I'm doing or who I'm doing it with, my direction is always moving forward. However, there's a part of my heart, part of my mind that is always yearning and longing for you. Looking over my shoulder, seeing and waiting. Are you going to come through? Will I see you again? I wait for you. And to me, mentally, it's torture because I feel this mental anguish, this tantalizing feeling. It's teasing me. You tease me by not being close to me. But I understand that because of the things that I have done, the way that I have been, I've had to keep that distance. Right now, I want to be the bigger person. I want to be the one who makes the right choice, who treats you right. I don't want to be that person who overindulges, takes you for granted, using you physically, manipulating you sexually, emotionally. I no longer want to be that person. Why I did it in the first place, I don't know, and that's why I'm healing. For now, no doubt I want a relationship with you. I want you to be in my life somehow. One of my issues is that I'm just too attracted to you. And I find it difficult to separate the two. Love from lust, affection from lust. I find it difficult separating that. In the meantime, I do not reach out to you. I do not talk to you. I keep my distance. And I feel I don't have a choice. I feel I just have to do it. All right, Capricorn. A lot is going on here. This reminds me of the typical old saying. Is it, well, one of the sayings is, here, sexuality, we have sex, money, and rock and roll, right? This is kind of the image I'm seeing. There's also the D word. D-R-U. You guys know the rest. So that's not what I'm seeing here, though. I'm not seeing much of that sort of narcotics sort of thing. But what I'm seeing is a whole lot of lust. Somebody here was in this connection with you, even though they were not supposed to be. They were not supposed to be, because this does seem to be a third-party situation. Somebody here has been with an individual who already had other priorities somewhere else. And they got connected to you. They got involved with you in a way. This could be physically or energetically. But they have the hots for you. My God, they are obsessed with your body. The problem is now they've taken a step back and they realize that, you know what, I went too far. This is too much. I can't do this. And for that reason, they have taken a step back with this Hermit card, with this healing card. This for me is a Hermit card. Now, when they feel this is something that they cannot change. This is something that is a part of them, and they are trying to take a step back, understand why they did the things that they did. Can they fix it? We have also something to do with money, stability, resources. Something here happened where they are not feeling good about it, and they're also healing from it. So either they didn't have enough, or they were using you for money as well as for intimacy. So we do have an issue here where this person was just very selfish, and it was just whatever they thought they wanted when they wanted it. The problem here is that you had a completely different plan. You had a different opinion of this connection. You thought that it was something completely different, but it turns out, no, this person acted one way, but they said something else. Their actions weren't aligning to the words, right? So I do see that here. And for some of you, abundance here with money, that might have been a little bit of an issue. Anything to do with intimacy, that might have been an issue. The relationship itself is an issue. And also here, your person of interest feels very restricted by other things that are holding them back. This could be family, friends, any sort of traditions that they have, the rituals, customs. There's certain reasons why this person is not reaching out to you the way that they could, because there are things beyond their control. It's like the circumstances that they're stuck in, they don't have any release from that. They can't be released from that. Part of it could also be emotional trauma, but I'm seeing less of that, and I'm seeing more of their lifestyle. So it's like they wanted what they wanted and they got it. But then when things changed, they just realized, you know, this is not for me. However, disregarding your feelings and emotions. And this person seems to have been like stuck in not just a connection with you, but a third party connection. So this could be another partner, another spouse, right? This could be taking care of a sick loved one, spending time in a different location for training purposes, or, you know, moving towards that career goal that they have. It could also be taking out kids. They have custody, a new divorce or something like this recently happened. So they're taking care of another individual. Whatever it is, if their time, energy, and effort is not being given to you, it is being spent elsewhere. That too can be the third party situation, okay? It's not always somebody having an affair. But I definitely see here a lot of sexual tension, a lot of sexual energy, for sure. All right. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So for those of you who are new, the first set of cards, that is the current status. With this deck, I like to have a look at the past, something that may have happened in the past that caused the situation to go downhill in the first place. There you have it right there. Judgment. Right? Should I move forward with this? Oh, should I move forward with this or shouldn't I? Judgment. They're judging themselves here. Then we have here the Nine of Cups. This deck, guys, I read in the reverse. And this is, like I said, a little bit in the past to have a look at what happened that made things just kind of break down. Everything just broke down. Why? For those of you that never received any closure, right, this is most likely going to help you understand a bit better. This person may have abandoned you. This is also for those of you that may feel ghosted. The communication is quite less. Whatever it is, they may have faded over time, and now you're wondering, where are we? Where do we go from here, right? So here we have Judgment as well as the Nine of Cups. Let's have a look. Judgment here talks about not really wanting to make a choice. Passages, blocking the passages, not really wanting changes. Your person of interest was at a point in time where they were thinking that a choice needed to be made, sometimes between the higher and lower impulses. The higher impulses meaning the spiritual aspect, the lower meaning the flesh, okay? Passage was needed into the next phase of life and gaining self-knowledge, but that didn't happen. Instead, your person of interest, they were starting to become very stagnant. So it talks about stagnation, the inability to act, feeling that there are blockages, and giving up control to the universe, seeing what happens, let's just see where it goes from here. But that's the problem though. Let's see where it goes from here is almost like you were driving a car. I'm seeing a very old vintage car, like I'm seeing the number 1918. So 1918, a vintage type of car. It's being driven, but somebody's taken their hands off the steering wheel. Okay? And I hear the rumbling sound of the engine. It's like chuk, 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 chuk. So it's going in a direction, but nobody's truly giving it a direction, right? Nobody's steering that wheel. This is what happened. This person said, let's see where it goes. At some point in time, they may have said this or they may have felt this. The problem when you do that is, let's see where it goes. It's an aimless, directionless destiny. Right? Where is that headed? Where are you headed? You need to make a plan, right? Your person of interest here did not have a plan. They just wanted to see where it goes simply because they did not want to be in a connection like this. Now let's see, maybe why. Nine of Cups. Now this could be something completely different from what they'd said. They may have said to you, I really like you. I want to be in this connection with you. Let's see where it goes from here. But what they actually meant is, I don't know where it's going to go from here. Because they didn't have a plan. Usually when people say, let's see where it goes, it's because they don't know where it's headed. They don't have a plan and they don't want it. They don't want to know if this is going to work out or not. It's very difficult. If you want old-fashioned love, you need to do things the old-fashioned way. People need to talk more. There needs to be more honesty, right? And that doesn't truly happen these days as much as it should. All right, let's have a look at the Nine of Cups. Here, it talks about how your person of interest, was taking a relationship for granted. Overindulgence. There you have it right there. Inability to receive pleasure because of the fact that they felt dissatisfied. So this is really bad because this talks about complacency. Taking a relationship for granted. This is you, right? Taking you for granted. And overindulging, that's exactly why you ended up having the sexuality card, the sensuality card. You even had the abundance card. This person could have been overindulging and using your money or using you in a way, physically, sexually, right? In a way where it was just all for them and that was it. And at some point in time, they realized, you know what, I'm just going to see where it goes from here, like that car, but not truly steering the car, right? Not really knowing where it's headed. It just keeps going and going. And eventually, it may go up a hill and just maybe stop, right? Or It could crash into something, right? So something here definitely happened because this person did not have plans. They did not plan anything. With the Nine of Cups, it also talks about dissatisfaction and the inability to receive pleasure. So what I'm seeing here is when we get this sort of an emotion or feeling, what I've noticed is people will indulge so much in something that the value of it, it just vanishes. It just fades over time because you just have it so many times. There's no value. Unfortunately here, some of you may have given yourselves physically to this person thinking that it's love. And sure, from your point of view, it was love. But from this person's point of view, it was not. It started off as affection, but then it just became a routine. That, okay, there's me, there's you, there's our bodies, and we're intimate, and that's it. It truly didn't have meaning at some point in time, and that's why this person didn't feel emotionally satisfied. There's a sense of dissatisfaction. Why? Because with the Nine of Cups, they overindulged with you. It's just like eating too much of candy, too much of cake, right? You feel sick. Sometimes you do feel sick, right? So it's like that. They just had so much that they couldn't digest it, and then it was just too much for them, and they just took a step back, but it didn't have value anymore to it because it was too easily accessible. That's why sometimes we need to keep and maintain those healthy boundaries so that people do respect us, so that they do cherish us, right? And they miss us. If you're constantly available, sometimes that causes a problem. And I see that here. You gave yourself selflessly, right? Hoping that this is a connection that's going to work out. However, your person of interest, they might have been giving you signs. You might never have noticed these signs. And what I'd recommend is to go back and start thinking, was there any red flag? Did I miss something? The reason why we have to do that is so that in the future, we don't make the same mistakes in either this connection or in another connection. And mistakes can also simply just be experiences, right? It's an experience. You've been there, done that. Now you know. Okay, you're a little wiser. Here we have the Beginner's Tarot. Haha. Let's see. Oh my, okay. So, a couple of cards fell. One is upright. The Nine of Wands. So this is any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Okay. All right. Interesting. We have here the Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, and then we have the Emperor under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right, Capricorn. So first card is the strongest. This is something that's really interesting, and it's good to have this specific card. This talks about, Nine of Wands talks about, to me, how your person of interest knows that down the road, too many things are going to happen and they are going to buckle under the pressure, okay? This is the problem. There are too many things going on in this person's life in terms of responsibilities, tasks, other things that they need to do in their life, taking care of other people, taking care of the bills. There's just too many things going on. And before it gets really bad, I'm getting the word projects too. And manifestation. They could be manifesting some projects. Whatever it is, their time, energy, and effort is very, very scarce. It's like they hardly can give you any time. And this now has become an actual problem. So with this, what I am seeing here is in this connection, your person of interest has kept their distance to some degree simply because they cannot give you the time that you need, the time that you deserve. So I do see that as a problem here. And what they're doing as a solution, they're being proactive, which is really good. Here, being proactive for this individual is to take a step back and look at the broader picture. What are the things that I can tackle right now? What are the things that I can avoid? What are the things that are very overwhelming, and if I don't do it, it's going to become extremely overwhelming down the road? Because they do not want to get to the 10 of Wands where they are completely overwhelmed with the work, with the burdens and all that kind of stuff. So they've taken a step back and they're trying to build some boundaries, but also trying to break down some boundaries and also build some tasks up for themselves. Also, maybe remove some tasks. This could be other responsibilities, maybe giving it to a relative, right? Taking care of their parents, right? Maybe letting someone else take care of them for a while so that they can focus on other things that they need to. So there's something here where your person of interest is actually genuinely very overwhelmed with other things going on in their life, and they did not have time, and they do not have time still. What they're trying to do is make time. You know that saying, right? Well, you have to make the time, right? That is exactly what this person's trying to do now. They're trying to make the time to be with you. Why are they doing that? First card, the second card here is the strongest. The Queen of Wands. They find you to be utterly irresistible. We've already discussed that. They do feel you are extremely sexy. This person feels addicted to you in a way. And overindulgence. Again, I'm seeing that. They just want to be immersed. It's like, okay, it's like this. You are the letter, they're the envelope. They just want to wrap themselves around you, just have you to themselves. And it is a very passionate feeling, a passionate connection your person of interest has here. I also see here they feel extremely comfortable with you because they feel you get them, you know them. On a spiritual level, they feel that there's something about you that they truly feel comfortable with. There's certain things that you have said and done in this connection that have made them think and compare you to others. You are not like other people. They feel that you have empathy. You tend to understand them better. You have a way of predicting and having this intuition, even being spiritual. So they feel this when they think about you and when they're with you. And this to them on a soul level is very meaningful. And so they want to actually be in that company with you. Like, you know, you can't beat that, right? The spiritual connection and the passionate connection, the physical connection. Not only that, but the second last card there you have, well, right here, not the second last really, but it's this one, the Queen of Cups. There you have the love. So you have the love, you have the spirituality, you have the physical, you have all three. Emotional, spiritual, physical, you have all three. So this is why your person of interest is starting to actually fall in love with you. And then we have them trying to reach out to you at some point in time, Three of Cups. They want a reconciliation. They want a reunion. They want to be that person that can tell you that they apologize, but they also want to start something with you. Now, for a small portion of you, this is a 3. It could be a third-party situation. If it's not, for some of you, it's not going to resonate. It's a general love reading. For some of you, this person simply just wants to take you out, breakfast, lunch, dinner. They just want to have fun. And this could be just the both of you or in a group of people. Okay? I also wanted to mention earlier, this person could be working with you because I did see the abundance card. It could be something to do with career. This could be also someone who is a superior and one is involved with a superior at work, and or even having that crush or that energy at work with someone. And it's very passionate, it's very sexual, but the problem is there's also money involved in that too, in the sense that it's career related. So for a small portion of you, I did see that and I forgot to mention that. Here with this card, with the Queen of Cups, you're dealing with somebody who thinks that you have a lot of love to give. Unconditional love. This is true love, pure love, sacred love. The overall arching theme we have here is the Emperor. Now this is somebody who's a little dominating. This is somebody who wants to love you and they want to provide for you. They want to give you security, everything in life. They want you to be their partner and rule, just like they are an emperor. We have here someone who may love you the way that they know how to love, but they may not love you the way that you want to be loved. So there is a difference here. I am definitely seeing the both of you do have differences when it comes to how to express yourself in love. But if you ask me, does this person love you passionately, emotionally, spiritually? Yeah, they do. But the problem is that this is somebody who is very dominating, and it's like things have to be their way or the highway. So do they love you? Yes, they do. Are they going to be submissive? Absolutely not. I don't see that happening. This is somebody, it could be a woman too, who has very alpha energy. A lot of alpha energy, always being the leader, being the one who's confident, being the alpha, right? And it's not bad, but in order to be in an alpha energy, you yourself have to be not the alpha. You can't have two alphas. It doesn't work out. So take it as it resonates. Let me know if any of this has resonated, guys. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, first card's the strongest we have here, recovery. So some of you have been going through a few things where your mind, body, spirit, and your soul are not aligned. And that is due to the situation. Now, if you go back, maybe 1 or 2 decks that I went over, okay? I did say to you, look for a sign. I said, go back and look for red flags. If you rewind this, you will hear me saying that. You did get this here now too. So there's definitely some red flags here. And even the angels, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Even the angels are mentioning here to look for a sign. Now this sign, because it says get more information, definitely are signs from the past. Even currently, if they're still showing you that sort of lifestyle or an attitude, you're going to have to think twice about it. Do you want to be in this connection? Is this person going to change? All right, guys, you have here recovery. So first card is the strongest, recovery. I will get into this later. I'm going to talk about a package that I have. Some of you already know about the packages that I have, but for those of you who are new, I do have packages that can help you regarding this kind of stuff to realign your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Here, certain things have happened in this connection where there was stress, depression, anxiety, and it has truly drained you. It has blocked you. I'm seeing the word block. So there's negative energies here. There's certain things that have happened in your life where you have blocked unknowingly. You have been in this state of mind, and your energy is starting to attract negative energies. And because there are negative energies around you, they actually end up blocking anything good that is going to come to you. So first things first, you have to take care of yourself. Health is wealth, health is happiness. And for those of you that really need this, I will let you know in the end here, I do have some packages that can help you with this. We also have here, get more information. So there's certain things that have happened in this connection. The only reason that this card comes up is because there's a lack of knowledge. And that's the only reason this card comes up in this particular type of reading. It's because there's something that is missing. You know everything else, but there's a certain thing in this connection that you just don't have any clue about. You don't have any clue of this. This could be information regarding, their background, regarding their health, regarding certain situations that they're in right now, the reason why they behave this way. It could be a very deep-rooted issue because you also had the illness wellness card. It could be something that is from their childhood, from their youth, the trauma, emotional trauma, hurt people, right? So there could be something here, but whatever it is, the cards here are talking about, and the angels here are suggesting to get more information. How are you going to get that? I'm going to skip right down to the bottom here, through helpful people. It's literally right above that. So right through helpful people, you will talk to some people. It's very important for you to go out, talk to some friends, talk to some family members that you can trust, right? They're not jealous or anything like that. Stay away from jealous people. because that also provides and gives to you, their negative energy jumps onto you like ticks and fleas. So we have here helpful people. This could be, like I said, your friends, your family members, but just keep it, 2 to 3 people maximum 4, right? Not too many. They'll give you some type of feedback and information. This information is going to give you this aha moment. Now, for the majority of you, you're going to have to see some of the red flags. Now, not all red flags are bad because it is a warning. Sometimes it's a warning that, yes, you should just leave the connection altogether. But sometimes it's a warning because it's telling you what this person has gone through in the past. So this is a helpful thing that's going to come to you. Now, look for a sign doesn't mean you go out looking for it. It will automatically mean something to you in the long run, okay? So don't go out looking. It's going to come to you. Don't worry about that part. You have been through a lot, Capricorn, and they are saying here you are ready. So you are ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically to tackle and to take on whatever comes your way down the road. They're telling here you to not worry. Don't worry about anything. And like I said, worry here also is one of the key things that create negative energy and attract it to an individual. They're saying here for you not to worry. Many of you are worried. Many of you are mentally drained. That's what this tells me. So don't be mentally drained. What's going to happen is going to happen. And if it's not meant to be, because sometimes they aren't, it is simply because the angels, heaven, God knows that you deserve better. That is the reason why sometimes it doesn't turn out with the person that we want it to turn out with, or who we want to turn out with. It's something that's karmically owed to you. You have done something good, so you are only going to get something good. Sometimes if we catch somebody in the act of being or having an affair, for example, we catch them literally in bed together, right? That right there is a warning sign from the universe. It's not just by chance. There is no such thing as by chance. Over the years now I've seen there's no such thing as coincidences. It is meant to be at that specific time, specific place. That is exactly why you saw that, or why you witnessed that, or why you saw a text message, right? Why you discovered something about this individual. It's because you were supposed to find out about this person. And how you handle that person, how you'd handle the situation, how you're going to handle yourself, that is the test. And some of you are not supposed to be with that person. Those are warning signs. That right there, look for a sign, right? Those right there are red flags. Sometimes I've had a lot of clients that try to go back to the person, 3 times they'll forgive them for cheating on them and things like that. There's only a limit up until a point where there's no use having that relationship anymore, guys, right? So be careful and listen to your intuition. Look at the signs. Don't dismiss it. Talk to your family, talk to your friends. Don't worry about it, because if it is meant to be, it will happen. If they love you that much, they are going to be the ones reaching out to you. You don't have to reach out to them. They will reach out to you. We also have here a timeline, a year from now. So remember how you had the healing card? And I didn't really see any love type of cards there, truly, in the beginning. So your person of interest is going to go through a transition. Many of you know from the healing card, I see beyond that after, there is the grief, right? They grieve. And after that, they have strength. After that, they have wisdom because they have grieved. So there's this progression that happens with these emotions and feelings. Your person of interest isn't there yet, but they're going to get there. That's why it's going to take literally from now until the next few months, maybe even a year. Some of you may have seen this last year. This deck only goes up to a year from now. So if it's meant to be, it will happen. If it's not, it's meant to be down the road. Here we also have, right now is not the right time. So you did have a timeline here too. Again, there's no need to worry, a year from now, and you have not the right time. So you may be rushing this. This is why you're worried, because you want this to happen. But it's not supposed to happen right now, Capricorn. That much I can definitely tell you. And even if it does, do not rush into this. Do not force the situation. Let it happen. Let it grow organically. For those of you who are interested in getting rid of negative energies, if you feel that this person's truly drained you, and that your life has changed after the breakup or after the separation. And it could be anything else too, guys. One of your loved ones, God bless them, they may have passed away. And we get this shock, but we also have this energy that's trapped inside of us. Sometimes it's also negative energy that comes around us because we're so sad, we're depressed, and we attract that negative energy. The deck that I have, not the deck that I have, but the package that I have is called the Chakra Checkup Package. That is a personalized reading I do for you. So I do have the ability to have a look where you live in terms of the negative energies that are in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. I teach you in this package how to get rid of these things. And once you get rid of them, that gives the opportunity for your angel guides, for your spirit guides, people that have passed away but that totally love you. They can finally come to you, and everything around you becomes more positive. You are able to attract positive energy because the negativity is gone. This happens to everybody. This is a human thing, okay? So please do have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. Have a look at the rates and packages section. For some of you that want to know, do I do love readings? Absolutely, yes. I do love readings, and you can have a look at the description, and the prices are there on my website. Also, I do past life readings, which is also just future life readings as well. It's me focusing in on your soul and what the history is between your soul and the other person's soul, and what kind of life you have lived. This could be in the past, this could be scheduled for the future, in a far different time, like 100 years from now, 500 years from now. But I've done readings like this, and for me, this is just normal at this point in my life. Also, if some of you want to just simply get a package where you feel there's a generational curse, I have that package too. Those are self-help guides. I have a few of them. If you have someone that has passed away and you feel that maybe they are still here on planet Earth, they have not seen the light, I do have a specific package called Into the Light package for that as well. I also have the Holy Light package, and that's the package that also allows you to get rid of these negative energies and to bring in the positive and the new. Those are self-help guides. The rest of them, for example, the Chakra Checkup, that is myself speaking to you personally. I give you an MP3 recording. You have it for the rest of your life to hold on to learn from it, and you have that information. And going forward, you'll be able to get rid of these negative energies. We sometimes attract these things without knowing. We don't even know that we have attracted them. But they do exist, just above and below the surface of the earth. I also wanted to tell some of you who are new, my other channel, Asnointia Audio, that is on YouTube, and the videos there are absolutely free. Please have a look at some of those videos. I do have some on relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections, and the type of connections we have. I also have one on negative energies, which I'd recommend because you got that card. Just, do what you need to do whatever you're doing throughout the day, but just hear my voice and hear what I have to say about it, because I have explained in there how these things affect a human being. So it's not more of a video, it's more of just an audio, okay? That is called What and Who Are Negative Energies, How to Recognize and Remove. So some of you may need to hear that because it'll give you a very deep understanding of what these things are and how they affect us and how we can avoid them. Capricorn, I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And for those of you who have not so far subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. I usually never announce this in the end, but right now I am doing this because right now my channel is kind of in the ethers. Because I was sick a while ago, and many of you know this, I was not able to upload on time. And due to that, the algorithm, I guess, it's just kind of gotten me off the algorithm. So do like, share, and support the channel. You guys do, and the ones that do, thank you so much. I love you guys, and you guys know that. I try my best when I do these readings to give you as much detail as I possibly can. So please do also look at the other channel, see if any of those videos are helpful, and do write a comment, and you'll see a lot of other people have told their stories and how they feel about those sort of situations, especially in past life spiritual connections, that you sometimes have this really strong bond. And I do see in this connection, this person is also from your past life. Or it doesn't have to be past, it could be a future life, but your souls know each other. And that's why it's so darn intense, especially for the cross-watcher too. Even for you, Capricorn, it's very intense for you to let go. It's very intense to the fact that you got the recovery card. It has truly had a huge impact on your life. So I would recommend, take a step back, see what you can do, but it is important that you focus on yourself. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I will see you guys again. Bye now.